In the mid-1800s, in a quiet village nestled among the hills of Rocky Heights, a young girl named Liana Everhart was born into a world that didn't believe much in educating poor girls, especially not daughters of coal miners. Her childhood was spent scrubbing floors, mending clothes, and caring for her younger siblings while her parents worked themselves into exhaustion just to put stale bread on the table. Liana never learned to read or write. Books were for the rich. Survival was for the rest. But deep within her, a seed had been planted. One that bloomed every time she saw the factory children in town shuffle off to work, their eyes dimmed before they'd ever had a chance to shine. She saw herself in them, and she hated the pattern life had set for people like them. By the time Liana was 18, both her parents had passed, and she found work as a laundress in the nearby city of Sims Springs. It was back-breaking labor, but she was frugal, tucking away every cent she didn't need for bread or rent. She slept on floors and mended her own shoes. She even bartered laundry work for basic reading lessons from a kindly widow named Miss Everdeen, who taught her letters by candlelight after long days. For 5 years, Liana labored, scrubbing the linens of the rich, polishing brass buttons, and mending torn trousers. Each year, she saved more, and with each coin she placed in her tin box, her dream came into sharper focus. In 1868, Liana used her hard-earned savings to purchase an abandoned estate on the banks of Berry Boulevard. Most people thought she was mad, but Liana knew she had the blueprint in her heart. By winter's end, the house had been repaired, mostly by Liana's own hands, helped by a few sympathetic neighbors. She named it the Berry Boulevard School of Hope, not for herself, but for the tiny bird that sang through hardship and flew despite storms. That spring, the school opened its doors to 500 children, orphans, factory workers, girls who'd been ignored, and boys headed toward the mines. She hired 10 teachers and made Mrs. Everdeen her right hand as Dean of Discipline, many of whom she inspired with her vision and grit. She insisted on equal treatment for girls and boys. The curriculum included reading, mathematics, writing, science, ethics, and practical skills, tailored to equip them not only to survive, but to lead. The Berry Boulevard School of Hope became more than a place of learning. It became a sanctuary. Liana never accepted a wage, never sought recognition. She simply watched, year by year, as her students began to dream bigger than their circumstances. One became a doctor, another a lawyer. Several became teachers themselves. Liana passed away peacefully in her sleep in 1936, a simple smile on her face and her fingers gently resting on a worn copy of Pilgrim's Progress, the first book she ever read. But her legacy never died. In the year 2025, the Berry Boulevard Boarding School, the School of Hope, still stands. Now a vast campus with 4 residential halls, a grand theater, agricultural fields, a swimming center, and stables for horse vaulting and show jumping. It is one of the richest and most reputable schools, enrolling over 600 students each year, even from underserved communities, supported by a global endowment and alumni who remember where they came from. Each year, the school hosts Liana Everhart Day, where students write letters of gratitude and perform skits about her life. Her story is in the history books, her portrait on every wall. Teachers speak of Liana not just as a founder, but as a flame that never burned out. In a world still fighting inequality, the Berry Boulevard Boarding School stands as a monument to what one uneducated woman, armed only with determination and compassion, could build. And still, the Everharts sing in the trees, just as they did the day the school first opened its doors.